What's up guys, this is G from A Product Photography, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can fix an overexposed product photo while still getting a white background for your product photography. You guys, so this is going to be very effective for so many other things, so please do pay attention. Now let's say you want to come up with a white background and still pretty vibrant colored product photography, right? So how do you do that? Sometimes you guys, when you do take a product photo, you still want to have a white background, but what happens, because you're trying to get a white background, there's so many times that you're going to face this problem, which is you're going to overexpose the product photo itself. And here's an example. Check this out. Now we have a white background, but at the same time, the product itself has been overexposed. So how do you fix this problem? Now, now of course there's so many ways, all right? There are so many ways that you can use in product photography itself, the tools and the lenses and so on and so forth. But for everyday folks that, you know what, you have a product and you want to sell online, so you don't want to get deep into product photography, but you want to know how to do it yourself, and you still want to put out your product on either Amazon or on your website and sell your product while representing your product in a great way through product photography. So here's the easiest way for you to do that. Now, of course, number one tool that you're going to need in this case is Photoshop. All right, go ahead and first thing first, get Photoshop if you don't have it. Now, once you do, what you're going to do is you're simply going to drag and drop your photo into Photoshop. Just what you do is you create a new photo and then new project, and then you go based on your the size of the product photo that you want, and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to go deep into this, but the main point for you is to find out how in the world can you get white photo and still get a decent product photography, vibrant color, just like this one right here, right? So here's number one. Let's say this is your overexposed photo, okay? You do have white background. How do I know? When you put this cursor, the color picker cursor right here, this is how I got it, okay? This is the tab, and then when you go to the colors, what you do is you click on here, and what it shows it is 100% white, right? The background is 100% white, which is great. We have victory number one. However, the product itself is very bad looking, right? The quality of the product is terrible. So how do we do that? Now, what you do, you take another picture, okay, with either get rid of some lights or lower the exposure of your camera or your aperture or your f-stop, and then take another photo that's going to look a lot darker, but at this case, here's what's going to happen. Oh, my bad. Here's what's going to happen, okay? In this case, your background is probably going to look something like this, and this is definitely not white, right? It could be either bluish, or your background's not going to look 100% white. However, your product, because you have lower exposure on your product, you're going to get a lot more vibrant color, a lot more like decent product photography of your product. Now, how do we fix this problem? So here's what we got. We have one overexposed, here it is, and then we have another one that is super dark. So how do we mix it up? Here's what we do, you guys. Okay, you could do, now what I'm going to show you is called masking. Okay, we're going to mask the areas that we don't want to have. Now, what we are going to do at this point is I'm going to reveal this layer that I named dark, Okay, so I know I can distinguish between the two layers. Now, those are called layers, layer 1 and layer 2. Okay, so right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a layer. What you do, you go to layers and then you go to layer mask. So think about it. What do I want to do? I want to get rid of the background, right? So in order for me to get rid of the background, I have to basically clean this up. Now, if I clean it up, it's going to show any layer that is underneath. Now, what do I have underneath? I have nothing, right? So how do I do that? Now, I can either bring this layer all the way up right here on top of the exposed. So if I clean this background, I'm going to get the layer that is underneath it. Okay? Do you get it? Now, it might be a little bit complicated, but this is very important, you guys. This can be used in so many ways in Photoshop for your product photos. So please focus. Now, here's what I did. I just dragged and dropped the lower layer all the way to the top. Now we have the dark layer on top, okay? So if we turn this off, we still have the exposed layer underneath. Now, if from the exposed layer, we don't want these guys right here. We want the white background, okay? So what you could do is create a layer, go to layers, go to layer mask, and then what I can say, I can hide it all, okay? I can hide it all, and now it's the top layer is hiding, and then we have the lower layer that's showing. So what can I do? I can go to the brush tool, and I can show the ones that I have on the first layer. So let me show you. This is how you can do it. All I'm doing is brushing it up, brush it up, and I'm showing, there we go. I'm showing the hidden part from this layer, okay? That's the part that I want to show, for example, right? And then I can go right here and then clean it up. Now what you could do, the best part about layer mask is if you don't want to show, let's say if you brushed it up a little bit too much, you can go back to this part right here, switch it up to black, and what I can do is I can go brush it up on top of it again, and I can hide it all the way back, okay? And of course, when this is a real project, of course, you're going to focus a little bit more, and when you're done, this is how it should look, okay? So I really hope I was able to explain this to you, and if not, if you have more questions, just drop it down in the comments below and I'll try to get back to you again. Now, the most important thing is, the point is, if you have overexposed photo and you want to still have white background, use layer masking. That's the easiest way to do it. Great, I hope this video was beneficial for you, and if you like it, don't forget to thumbs it up, and don't also forget to subscribe for weekly product photography and social media content on my YouTube channel. Take care, this was G, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.